back to East London, where 5 years ago Matthews Tamani set up that world record. He's in the field today, as are other Springboks.
Yeah, no, I think it's going to be a good race. Matthews Lopenval, the Springbok captain, must be the favourite. But I think there's a couple of outsiders. As you mentioned, Matthews Tamani is in good form. I think Willie Matolo and Solomon Nomignani could also upset the apple cart.
Of course, the lady Springboks, Elana Meyer in terrific form. The national record holder, Colin de Roock, also in the race. Any outsiders in the ladies' event?
I doubt it. I think it'll be a two-horse race with Elana going out from the start and Colleen just hoping that maybe she comes back to it.
Well, let's see what happens. And now we have the action. The 230 athletes lined up in East London under clear blue skies on a warmish morning. The course, a very complicated 5-lap affair up and down the front of the beachfront with some tight bends, a little bit of uphill on the way back, but super fast. 5 years ago on this course, a world record 60 minutes and 11 seconds by Matthews Tamani.
Yes, but one must draw a distinction between the aided and unaided course. That time of 60:11 set by Matthews Tamani was a start point 70 meters above the finish point, which is an illegal course.
This year, they start 19 meters above the finish, which makes it perfectly acceptable to the athletics powers that be. The Springboks in the bunch there at under 2 minutes 50 per kilometer. Matthews Motswaratheu, Laurence Peu, David Sebi, and just behind them, in her Springbok colours, the queen of South African road running at the moment, Elana Meyer, setting off at a cracking pace of just over 3 minutes a kilometre.
Elana clocking 3 minutes 11 steady kilometres, and she's made her intentions clear early on. She's going for a world best.
Behind her, national record holder Colin de Roock, looking slow in comparison, but still running 3:15 a kilometre. Can her record stand the assault of Elana Meyer today?
Colleen's time of 68:38 set 2 years ago is a phenomenal time.
On to the second lap they go, down the hill, past the beachfront hotels, a mad charge of the brigade down the hill, and after the South African record, 60:11.
Solomon Nomignani from the Free State, leading the pack there. Jan Tau from the Transvaal, Matthews Lopenval Motswaratheu, and Gert Thys.
Gert Thys, the 20-year-old in the ISCOR colours, a phenomenal up-and-coming runner, but still, Elana Meyer powering her way steadily, incredibly consistent, on pace for a new record.
Every single kilometre split so far has been 3 minutes 11. She only needs to clock under 3:15s, and she takes a turn to head back towards the town, still clocking well under 3:15.
The fastest time by a woman, 66:40 by Ingrid Christensen, but that was on an illegal course, 68:31. The legal time is Elana Meyer's target.
And that time was set by Ingrid Christensen, but right now that was Jan Tau leading the men along at about 2:54 per kilometre. And the leading characters from the right, Laurence Peu makes his presence felt, Willie Matolo, Michael Scout, Jan Tau, and Matthews Motswaratheu.
They're split at 10 kilometres, a very swift 29 minutes and 1 second, on course for a time of around about 61 minutes. And just look at the size of that group, all of them well under 30 minutes. That is 3 minutes a kilometre.
And still on course there, Jan Tau and Michael Scout bring them through the halfway mark, and these men are really pushing the pace.
Elana Meyer's 10 kilometre time, 31 minutes and 50 seconds, on course for that record, way ahead of the rest of the field. Colin de Roock in second, and the other two Springboks, McDermott and van Rensburg, third and fourth at this stage.
The leading men approaching the 15-kilometre mark, 43 minutes 32, and they're down to 5 runners. The scene has been set for a marvellous finish.
And this is where it all happened. There were 6 of them together at 16 kilometres, and all of a sudden Laurence Peu dropped in a kilometre of 2:47, left them for dead. That was on the uphill, and that's where he made his break.
A phenomenal split. The rest of the bunch were only able to maintain 2:54, but Laurence Peu strung 2 kilometres together of 2:47.
And just see that gap grow. Second, the two Springboks, Lopenval and Xolile Yawa. Yawa there in the picture, always looking worried, and worried he might be because he saw the back of Laurence Peu disappearing away from him.
And Matthews Lopenval Motswaratheu feeling the effects of the heat, the long track season, the many races he's run, and perhaps his age.
The man that says he wants to run marathons in the future, a great warrior over the years of Springbok running. Springbok captain today. always looks so uncomfortable, but boy, does he cover those kilometers.
Laurence Peu looking very relaxed, full of concentration, and he has the field licked now, but he'll be going for a super fast time.
The fastest legal time, 60:46, Dionisio Cerón of Mexico. How close can he get to that? He comes down the finishing straight, a little bit of a downhill, tumultuous welcome from a very big crowd here. A confident, powerful Laurence Peu, just under 61 minutes. The second man home, Xolile Yawa, just 100 meters behind.
And the Springbok captain completes a clean sweep for the box, but the man of the moment, Laurence Peu.
Really today, well, I feel great because I did a great duty today. Really, I feel great today. My plan is that I knew before that really I've got a poor finish up speed. Really, I must pull out from the bunch early.
Remember the time, 68:31, the world record for a woman on a legitimate course. And today, Elana Meyer broke that by 32 seconds. A world's best time for the girl from George to add to her South African records for 3,000 meters, 5,000 meters, 10,000 meters, and 10 Ks on the road.
A world record time, 67.
A glittering array of unprecedented record setting by this long-distance runner.
And let's not forget the lady in second place who lost her record today, Xolile Yawa. And the twos on that vest probably sum it up. She's come second to Elana so many times, but she's still a great world-class athlete. But how did the fastest lady in the world feel?
Ek is baie bly dat dit baie goed gegaan. Ek het vinnig begin, ek het vinnig uitgegaan, maar ek het heeltyd gemaklik gevoel. En ek dink dit was 'n harde wedloop, veral na 'n harde baanseisoen, maar ek is baie bly dit goed gegaan.
You looked very relaxed. The splits were very even. In fact, a fantastic time at 15 Ks of 48.04. You must have known the record was on the cards there.
Ja, ek het die oppad geweet, dit is binne my bereik en ek het geweet ek moet nou net nie afslek die laaste helfte nie. So ek het geweet die hele tyd ek kan dit doen as ek net nie afslek die laaste gedeelte nie, wat gewoonlik die moeilikste is.
This race could arguably be described as one of the finest in the history of South African athletics. A world record for the women, and the men, the victory going to Laurence Peu with a time of 60 minutes and 58 seconds, Yawa second, Motswaratheu third, and the young up-and-coming Gert Thys taking the fourth place, all of them under 62 minutes.
67:58.
I would agree with those sentiments, and Elana Meyer's time says it all, 67.59, the best in the world, followed by Xolile Yawa, 71.36, Marieke McDermott and Gwen van Rensburg bringing up the third and fourth positions.
And in the veteran sections, gold went to David Maponya from the Free State, 65.26, and in the ladies, Sonia Laxton, 76.42.